how much does it bother you that, and maybe I'm wrong, does your investment portfolio outperform Nancy Pelosi's? Like,
I don't own stock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
so I don't own stock.
Are you not able to, or you choose not to?
No, I could. I choose not to.
Okay.
I think it's a bad look, which is what
At all? Nothing.
Well, yeah, I don't have any stocks. Like, I don't invest in the stock market.
So did you have it? You sold and...
I did. I initially had a couple in like a company that was supposed to be helping with medical blindness, but I was like, I don't even want it. And it wasn't a lot. It was like $1,000. So it was like nothing. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this. But what's interesting is I was having a conversation with Representative Burchett because, you know, when you see people on all sides getting 600% returns, they're buying stocks prior to us giving weapons to another country. They're buying stocks prior to different things happening with the market that we know are going to happen. We're meeting with the CEOs. They're in committee. We're working on the legislation. It's bullshit that it's not illegal to do this, right? Or their wives who are great, lovely ladies, but not savvy in the stock market are making these great purchases. And you're like, wow, how is that happening? You know, how's Karen doing this? You know, that gives Congress such a bad reputation. If you wanted to know why the American people hate Congress so much, it's like, look no further than insider trading. Banning insider trading for members of Congress is one of the most bipartisan, popular issues in this country. And yet, when I informed the leadership that I was going to be doing, and actually did a press conference, I said, hey, I will like give you to the end of September, which ironically enough, we're not in, there's a shutdown right now, so I couldn't bring it. But when we get back, we will be pushing for it. But I told them, I'm going to do it at the end of this month. They basically, in a group chat with me and Representative Burchett, someone said, you know, you're forcing your colleagues to take a bad vote, and some people use this to pay for their kids' college education, and you know you're going to cost us the midterm elections, and you know this could hurt the republic.
This is a conservative saying this.
We're going to call them that. So, but like all that to say that, you know, for me specifically, when you're hearing that and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like the founding fathers did not have stock portfolios. And by the way, they weren't schlepping it to Washington, D.C. and they weren't going to be there the entire time. This is not a long-term goal for them. But what it's become is it's evolved into this like nasty machine where people do this full time and they have no issues insider trading and all that. I was like, I'm saving the republic. I'm not breaking it. What are you talking about? If you have, you know, these invested portfolios that are going into the defense industry or the pharmaceutical industry, how would you ever be expected to advocate for those people, right? So this gets into, you know, do we need campaign finance reform? I would hope so. I think so. I think that it's ridiculous how much money goes into congressional seats. I can tell you that when I first ran, I was, you know, using the grassroots fundraising. The second time I ran, I was grossly outspent, you know, 3-1 and then 12-1 the first time I ran, and I won my last election cycle. I mean, I was pretty severely outspent there too. But the point is it should not cost, you know, tens of millions of dollars to run for Congress. And unless you do have somewhat of a social media platform to where you can compete with the special interest money coming in from Washington, you're not going to get elected to Congress. I've met great people that want to run for office, and they'll never be able to do it because they'll be outspent. They'll message on your branding or what they want to hit you on. Everyone has a positive and negative rating in politics, messaging all of it. And if you're outspent, you can't share your message back, then that's too bad. People will see it on TV, they believe it, they don't question it, and then that's it.
So in this area, you and AOC do get along. So it's something that...
on this issue, yeah.
Okay.
But it's like me and it's a cross section of conference does connect on this issue. Yeah.
Who on both sides is aggressively against this? Of
so
course,
look at like
Nancy's,
the top 50 stock traders in Congress, and you'll see everyone against.
Can you pull that up, Rob? Can you pull up because it's public? We've reported on this before. It's not hard to find.
And to be clear, I mean, I have become wildly popular in Congress for this legislation. That's
wildly popular.
That's a joke. Yeah, that's a joke. I'll hate my guts over it.
Yeah, I believe you. So this is it. So if we go through it, Nancy Pelosi, she's the GOAT. She's like the Warren Buffett. Oh, wow. Mitt Romney's in there. Most profitable Congress traders.
He's not. Mitt Romney's not.
No, this isn't it, Rob. There's another one that they have. Who's the next one? Mark Warner. Let me just read those names right there.
So, and to be clear, there are people that do have portfolios that were like, well, we'd support this if, you know, during the divestment, or we're not taxed on it if we're forced to pull out, because they do have people that are running their portfolios. But I mean,
you want to pull up returns, not dollar, because Mitt Romney's a $500 million guy. You were saying, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's just like you have these people. I'm not talking about the ones that are independently wealthy going and nothing's changed, right? Because there's a lot of that. But I'm talking like you go and making 175 and you come out in like 2-3 terms, you're a multimillionaire.
Or a couple hundred.
Yeah, it's like,
or a couple
how does that couple hundred, which tends to be the ongoing trend here.
Yeah. You know, there's companies that got started purely on
tracking politicians' trades.
And you're able to invest exactly the way Nancy Pelosi trades. And Tom, who on the podcast last week, he said he invested into this one company and he put $50,000 and matched 100%, and it's legal, 100% of what Nancy Pelosi did with her investments. Since he put the $50,000 in July, he's already made 18% return in 3 months.
Yeah, it's literally insane that they say that they're not doing it. They're totally doing it. And then, people like me try to do this and push the vote, which I've done. I've pushed many votes before, right? And then, I'm going to destroy the Republic and I'm forcing my colleagues to take a bad vote. But the president supports it. The Treasury Secretary supports it. So guess what? You all better support it because you're going to have egg on your face if you don't. But yeah, this is one of those issues that, if you want to go to Congress to trade stocks, try a job on Wall Street instead.
What's this rap? What did you pull up?
Well, this was the app that you had mentioned, PelosiTracker.app.
But there's a return of
it's like 600%.
600% couple of guys are making.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not uncommon, right? But it's interesting because I know the polling on this too. Like a majority of Americans support this. It's not even a question. Like this is probably one of the top bipartisan issues. This and UAPs. But they
What's
support
the likelihood
this.
of this passing? What's the likelihood of this?
It depends because it's going to require people to go down and sign it. So I think the option is that they do it through committee and that there can be some adjustments to it, but ultimately it would prevent members of Congress from doing the individual stock trades, which is what needs to happen. Or we have to do the discharge petition. And I have talked to a few people that currently trade stocks and they're like, okay, we understand the optics. It doesn't look good. And people are doing it. And we know that they're doing it. So we want to kind of have a bite at the apple on the legislation. But the bill that we have as is that, AOC, Chip Roy, myself, Tim Burchett, all these people have signed on to and worked on is pretty good. It has a lot of co-sponsors. I think that it passes if it comes to the floor. So I think that it's just going to be the process of getting it to the floor, which there's a lot of parliamentary hurdles that you have to kind of conquer. A lot of people are like, what does Congress do? What do you do? I'm like, guys, there's literally probably about 10% of us that are doing 90% of the work. So a little bit of grace, please. Thank you.
That's generally the rule, though.
Yeah.
Right? Pareto theory is 80-20, but it's probably more in the 90-10 of what happens.
Yeah.
After 2 years of working on this, we have finally pulled it off. And let me tell you what it is. Every time we do the Vol Conference, if you've attended, you know this. I stand up and I speak for probably 45 hours is what I do at the Vol Conference. And I love it. I love being around the guys. I love it. But I wear the Ferragamo shoes when I do this. Or I wear some kind of dress shoes. Eventually, for the last 25 years, I've always been on stage walking. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I want a shoe that I'm comfortable wearing. And here's what I love. I don't like shoes that are so heavy. That's a dumbbell. You can use it as a weapon. I don't want that. Like the Xenia, you carry it. I have so many of them, but they're so heavy. Like you can literally curl the Xenia, the shoes, and you'll get a pump within 30 reps. And I wanted the combination of the Hoka, the On Cloud, the Super Foam, because there's a big thing going on right now with the Super Foam where the bottom of the shoe, you wear it. You know which ones I'm talking about, the On Cloud or the Hokas, right? They're so comfortable. And I said, what if we take luxury and then combine it with the super comfort? What would that look like? And let's build it in Italy. So what do? We went to Italy. We designed the shoe in Florida. We made the shoe in Italy in five of the factories. We went back and forth, God knows how many times. And by the way, the shoes we're about to launch and introduce to you right now, where you're going to see the video for the first time, I've been wearing those shoes for the last 22 days straight. I'm wearing them right now. I literally wear it with suits. I wore it yesterday when we went to lunch. I wear it every single day. It's the most comfortable shoes I have, yet it's authentic Italian leather. Rob, if you don't mind playing the video, go for it. Here's the video of the latest shoe, the FLBs. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless.
Boom.
There you go. Designed in Florida, 100% made in Italy. 50 hands touch each shoe that was made. And here's what's unique about it. I want to kind of show this to everybody that knows this. And I've worn pretty much every one of these shoes. So if you compare this, the Italian leather, of course, it's made in Italy. It's not assembled, made in China, assembled in Italy, 100% made in Italy, assembled in Italy. It's FLBs, Berluttis, which are $18.40, Ferragamos are $8.95, Zennias are $11.90, and Gucci's are $9.50. Leather premium lining, all of them except for Gucci. Laceless feature, it's the FLBs, the Berluttis, you have laces, Ferragamos laceless, and then you have also the Zennias, and then the Gucci's have the laces. I don't want to wake up in the morning, put laces on. I want to get out the house. Took me 3 seconds to put my shoes on today. Craftsman, 5 different Italian factories all made this shoe. Berluttis are the same as us, as well as FLB. But the only shoe, these trainers, the only one in the world today, according to the factories that told me this in Italy, that has the super foam, the only one that has the same super foam used in the On Clouds and the Hokas, it's the FLBs, and they're officially out, and you can place the order. Here's a challenge. We only have 1,000 of these pairs. And when you say 1,000 of these pairs, they start from size, I believe, is it 8? It goes 8, 9, 10, 10 and a half, 11, 11 and a half, 12, 13. Those are the sizes that we have. And the shoes that you can get today, the colors, you have access to, Rob, if you can go back there, you can have access to those browns, which is absolutely beautiful. And by the way, the brown on the bottom, the stitching on the side is a left stitching. If you can change the picture, and on the bottom it says the future looks bright. Look at the white lines on the side. It's beautiful. The only ones we have right now that you can get sent out today are the black and the browns. If you do want the white to pre-order, I would highly recommend you do so. They're going to come out the second week of December. So the white and the navy blue comes out the second week of December. The browns and the blacks are available. If you believe the future looks bright as much as we do, go place the order. There's nothing like sitting in the boardroom with your trainers and you put your feet over your knee and people look at the bottom of your shoe and it says future looks bright. That's how you get deals done. All right, so they're out. I'm excited to announce it, and I'm very happy for people to go sport it. When you get them, take pictures, send it our way. We're going to show all these shoes, all the pictures that are being taken. I already got a bunch of them sent to me on Instagram. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order. It's all over the website. Maybe buy it for your husband, buy it for your brother, buy it for your coworkers, buy it for your best salespeople if you want to let them know the future looks bright.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.